Cuba has been canceled. I mean, I don't think anybody saw this coming, but you know what? It's happened. And for how long? Who really knows at this point, right? I know they're saying right now it's May 1st, flights have been canceled, but you know, that could be extended, right? So the vacation providers have put a halt to travel to Cuba. So if your Cuba vacation was canceled, now you're kind of stuck trying to find a new vacation. Now you have options, obviously, with your travel provider. They're offering refunds because they've canceled the trip, or you can look for a new destination to go in the Caribbean. And for a lot of people, your next best option is going to be the Dominican Republic. For the biggest reason is price, right? It's the next affordable place to go to in the Caribbean. That's not going to break the bank. So you're a Cuba traveler, trip has been canceled, and now you're looking at the next best option as the Dominican Republic. If you're a through and through Cuba traveler, you're diehard, you absolutely love Cuba, and your heart is broken now, you have to leave and go to the Dominican Republic. Well, I completely understand that. When you fall in love with an island, you fall in love with an island. No island is ever gonna replace the feelings that you have when you go to that island. But what I can tell you is that the Dominican Republic is a great option because it is a beautiful island. And you know, I fell in love with this island 3 years ago, and I've been coming here every winter for several months at a time. The first 2 years I came here for 3 months, and then this year I'm here for 2 months, a little shorter time this year. The Dominican Republic is not like Cuba. Cuba is not like the Dominican Republic. I can't compare the two, but I do know they're different. I have never been to Cuba. I came to the Dominican Republic, and I never had a reason to go anywhere else. But in this video, I'll tell you what you can expect when you come to the Dominican Republic, because it's got a lot of advantages. The biggest advantage you're gonna get here in the Dominican Republic is there's no shortages here. So you're not gonna have to worry about beer, wine, liquor, water, milk, eggs, bread, food, like everything's here. There's so much here, and there's so much variety, right? So obviously everybody knows that, but I'm just telling you this because this is probably the largest difference between Cuba and the Dominican Republic when it comes to your vacation, right? Now, I know you're probably saying, well, they just don't have the beaches in the Dominican Republic that we have in Cuba. The beaches are different, but you still have beautiful water and you still have beautiful beaches here in the Dominican Republic. Again, I'm not going to compare the both and say the Dominican's better than Cuba or Cuba's better than the Dominican, but you still have great options here when you get to the Dominican Republic. Right now, I'm on the Caribbean Sea, and it's absolutely gorgeous water here. I think most people, when they think of the Dominican Republic and they're gonna hop down here, probably the first place that comes to mind is Punta Cana. Now, if you're a Cuba traveler and you're used to the Cayos with those beautiful beaches and that water, then you're probably gonna wanna come down to Dominican's Beach, because that's where you're gonna find the largest similarities in the water quality. The water here, this is the Caribbean Sea. It's absolutely beautiful here. There's no sargassum here. Now, I won't say there isn't, because it does happen, but you can expect when you come to La Romana that you're not gonna see any sargassum. It's just that consistent here. That's another great thing about La Romana. So if you're looking for a destination in the Dominican Republic that's gonna replace the beaches that you're used to in Cuba, you're gonna wanna really search the La Romana area. Now, you're gonna pay more to be down here, but you're also gonna get a premium product. So that's what I like about La Romana. Now, you do have a couple of affordable options here. You have the HM Alma. It's an adults only. It doesn't have beach access, but you do have a shuttle to Dominican's Beach. Now, Dominican's Beach is an absolutely gorgeous beach. I mean, it's beautiful. In my opinion, it's the nicest beach on Dominican's Beach. On this stretch of run here where all the resorts are, the public beach is by far the nicest. So you do have some affordable options here. If you want sun and sand and you just want the heat, you want the drinks, and you want to get down to the Caribbean, your best bet for price is going to be Puerto Plata. And then you're also going to have good options in Punta Cana. You also have Aviva and Meeches that's priced really competitively. So you have options. Puerto Plata, generally speaking though, is going to offer you the cheapest rates for a vacation here. Now, the thing with Puerto Plata is it had its prime in the 90s, I think. And then now it's just not as much of a hot spot. So if you're going into Puerto Plata, you're just going to get kind of older hotels, whereas Punta Cana is kind of more money's being invested there. So newer resorts, more attractions, that sort of thing. Now, there's nothing wrong with Puerto Plata, but that's just kind of the feeling I've got from it. There's great deals up in Puerto Plata. So I was just talking to you about walking through the villages, and I spend time down here. And that's another thing I want to touch on here is safety. Safety here in La Romana, Punta Cana, you know, it's really safe. I go all around here in La Romana. I can really vouch for this area here on Dominicus Beach, which is Dominicus and Bayibe, because I spend so much time here, and it's super safe here. The people here are absolutely fantastic. You've got nothing to worry about. To think that the Dominican Republic is a really dangerous country to visit, that's just not the case. Like anywhere in the world, there's places you shouldn't go. We're a family of 3. We have a young daughter, and we take the local minibus into the villages. We know locals, you know, we talk to the employees, we go into the villages, we go into the city of La Romana, we go grocery shopping, you know. So it's a safe country. You know, if you've never been here before and you're concerned about that, don't be concerned about it, especially on your resort. I do see some people talk in the forums and they say, is it safe for me to walk around the resort at night? Yes, your resort is super safe at night. Do not worry about it. The security that's at the resorts here in the Dominican Republic is incredible. I mean, they have guys on the beach, they have gates at the front, nobody's getting through. It's a safe place. Inside the resorts, you're safe. And I say that because even outside the resorts are safe. Like right now, I'm walking down the beach, the national park. I'm nowhere near the resorts, and I'm safe. I spend months at a time here, and there's no issues. When people say, you know, is it safe for me to walk around the resort? You have a higher probability of having an issue with another tourist than you do with a local here in the resorts in the Dominican Republic. Guaranteed. So that's safety. I just wanted to mention that because coming from Cuba to the Dominican Republic, you know, that may be a concern of yours. I wouldn't be concerned about it whatsoever. The people here are absolutely fantastic. It's a very safe country. Don't worry about it. You're gonna come here and you're gonna be absolutely fine. Now you have lots of excursions here in the Dominican Republic. Probably the biggest one, if you're coming into Punta Cana or La Romana, is gonna be Sayona Island. There's actually boats here going right beside me right now, and they're all heading to Sayona Island. It's down here on the Caribbean Sea. So if you're coming from Punta Cana, you're gonna take a bus down here to La Romana, where I am right now, and then you're gonna take your boat charter from here over to Sayona Island, spend some time on the island, then come back and then bus it back to Punta Cana. Also in Punta Cana, you've got Coco Bongo if you're looking for some nightlife. You also have Dinner in the Sky there. You have buggies here. You have skate park, which is like, they have a grotto there, a waterfall. They have some jet skis. You can also do a jungle tour if you want to go into local villages and visit some farms and meet some local people. You have that available for you. So there's lots of day excursions here. If you're looking for something to do and get off the resort, you're gonna find that here. Tons of options. Where do you buy your excursions? Honestly, you can buy your excursions anywhere in the Dominican Republic. As soon as you get off the plane, people are gonna start selling you excursions. If you wanna go do something, trust me, you know what? Don't worry about pre-booking it before you get here. You can get it anywhere here in the Dominican Republic. In fact, they even offer us Sayona Island on the plane ride on the way down. And then you can get it in the airport, and then you'll get to your resort. They'll sell it to you at the resort, and then you'll have guys on the beach that'll sell it to you there as well too. But you've got lots of options here. Okay, lastly, let me talk about the weather here. So this is second week of February and it's hot. Yesterday, the feel like was 31 degrees. It's already hot today. So yes, it's hot down here. You're not really gonna get cold days here. You will get windy days. If you're going to Punta Cana, it tends to be a lot more windier there. That's the Atlantic Ocean as well. Down here in La Romana, this is the Caribbean Sea. So it tends to be a few degrees warmer here than Punta Cana and less wind. Your weather here is absolutely gorgeous. You're gonna have 30 degrees every day, just expect that. And your evenings, they might get a little chilly. Sometimes, you know, I might put a shirt on or something, but it's nothing where you need a hoodie and track pants. So you have absolutely fantastic weather down here in the Dominican Republic. Okay, let me touch on bugs too real quick. They spray down here in the resorts. There's no shortages of spray, so they'll spray every day. Really, honestly, I don't ever find there to be a huge issue with bugs here. I'm walking on the beach here into the national park, and there are some nasceums that come up. If I just keep walking, they're not as bad, but there are a few down there. Now, when you're at your resort, you're gonna probably have less of those. There's not really a big issue, I find, but mosquitoes, there's not really a huge problem with them here. I still would suggest bringing your bug spray though, because everybody's tolerance is a little different. They are around. I do get the odd bite here and there, but it's nothing where, you know, I'm overly concerned about it. I've been walking in the national park on the beach all morning and I don't have any bug spray on me whatsoever. So not really a huge bug issue here either. All right, that's my quick little introduction to you Cuba travelers. If you're heading down to the DR, you have some of these questions, go through my channel, watch my videos. I have a lot more content about the Dominican Republic. Like I said, I spend 2 to 3 months at a time down here. It's an absolutely beautiful country. Don't be concerned, don't be worried. I would come here and just be ready to have an amazing time. And it's a beautiful island, and I know you're gonna have a blast while you're here. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked it, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.